Let's see here. I don't know why it's so satisfying to make parquet floors in Valheim, but it just is. Yeah, things that'll change your life. That Q key, the ability to change where things snap to, life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. Hello, Chili. Just the cameras we can actually see. Someone decided to wake up this morning. Oh no, big stretches. Big stretches. You want the pause. Oh gosh, this one's gonna be interesting. Ugh, it won't let me do it from here. Pretty much where I need. I'll figure it out later. But you know what I probably need to do is I just need to like make a little doohickey here to stand on while I do it. What? Why are you chewing on? They're literally chewing on my mouse cable. I can line it up manually, but it's never as good. Stop biting my mouse cable. Got a whole bed. You just want to fight me, huh? Ugh. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. As long as... these things line up, I'll be okay. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of that entirely. Hey! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Do I have to get you a toy? Hold on. Want something to bite? Want something to bite? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's a bitey toy. You can bite the bitey toy. You can bite the bitey toy. Bite that. Enjoy. Ugh. As I begin to understand every parent who's ever just given their child an iPad. Now this isn't anything, I just want to make cool patterns in the floor.
literally all that is. That's just me going, I want to make cool patterns in the floor.
So now I can bring this stuff over. I can move production tables over. Put these actually in the middle. Yeah, you just need to bite things. What are your teeth doing? Yeah, you're still getting your teeth done. Yes, I knew I could do that. There we go. Good. Oh, hey. Food. I hear good things. Hold on. You having fun over there? You having fun over there flipping your thing around? Doing kitten jujitsu with your Silvervine toy? Saw it. There it is. There's the link up that I wanted. Come on. That hit? It did. Yep.
Don't ask me why it is so satisfying to make
Floors with fun patterns. I don't know. I don't know the answer. It just is. Are you having fun over here?
Are you actually enjoying yourself?
I need to get some sort of gimbal or something for Chili Cam. So that way I can just track or adjust her or something. Oh, that needs a roof.
Okay, that's pretty funny that I have crafting mode enabled, but things still break over time. Can I just make a hammer? No, it wants me to actually have the materials for it. That's so funny. Where it's like, yeah, no materials are necessary, except for when they are. A little inconsistent. Not the end of the world, but it's just funny to me. It is kind of funny to me. I guess I have to, like, build a little roof for this thing now if I want to repair stuff. Alright, fair enough. Shack, go. And I have random monitors cutting out? That was interesting. Oh, if I have another day of trying to stream and my computers are just going to be inconsistent, I'm going to be kind of miffed. Not gonna lie, that would really put the kibosh on my morning. Not even doing anything that hard. I gotta keep putting more torches out here while I'm working, because of course the sun goes down and I can't see jack anywhere around here. Pick up my good hammer. I say good. Certain value of good. See if it'll let me repair it now. There we go. Oh, I could have made jack-o'-lanterns. I should do that too. Let's just throw this down here so that way I have some place to put things while I'm going. Get all the extraneous goobery out of... Actually, you know what? Keep you for the moment. The various Schubert goobery. I feel like I just want to go and do two things. Get my tower built. And if the tower is built, then awesome. Once I have the tower built, build an awesome little kitchen for it, and then I want to get... I've started some stairs down there. I want to just try to, like, wrap this down and around and actually have a little port down there. What I may do is actually make some building sections, but maybe I'll just terrace this. So, like, this is the home stuff, and then there's, like, build stuff down there, and then I put farm stuff over there. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. I think the idea of it is solid. The idea of it is solid. I'll just put, like, a big old center hearth on the thing, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun! I'll think it'll be fun anyway. Oh, what am I doing? I'm still getting floors done. Blocked! My block is blocked. It's gotten so meta in here. Nope. Yes. You gotta love it when Chili is watching Valheim on the screen. It's like, aha, the little thing is clearly behind the monitor. The little man who is jumping. I will attack behind the monitor. I feel like there should just be an entire genre of cats misunderstanding video games. Oh, hey! Shushies! What you doing, Sonny? How you been? You found me on the YouTubes. Since I stopped doing things on Twitch ages ago. I see you were doing more Valheim. Like, I'm only playing, I started a new seed just to go and have like a little casual seed to mess around with, and because they have hammer mode now, which is the super duper, like, I'm lazy and casual and don't want to have to deal with things. So I wanted to try it just to be like, I want to kill some time between now and then, because the thing that it concerned me about Bogwitch is, much like with some of the other updates, it's predicated upon having undiscovered areas of swamp, and we've already discovered a lot of the swamp on our dedicated server. Like, a lot of the swamp on our dedicated server. So, kind of important that we leave some laying around. Basically, I'm saying I have to preserve my biological diversity in order to actually have a Bogwitch update. Goofy as that sounds. Been good. Been listening to you the whole time while you draw. Aw, I love that. I love the fact that people will just come in and vibe and hang out and be like, you know what? This is not frantic. This is calm. We can chill out. Occasionally, you know, 404 will freak the hell out and scream because they've done something stupid and are dying and suffering the consequences of their action. But otherwise, it's pretty chill. Plus, you get to see Chili now. This is Chili. Sonny, I don't think you've met Chili. You don't wanna, you just wanna fight my hand. Here. You wanna get back on the camera? Hi. 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 So that's Chili. Chili is the rescue baby. Chili's the rescue baby. This is the kitten that I found that was very sick and near dead in my backyard in August, and we nursed them back to health. They are polydactyl and have 7 fingers on both of their front paws. So many extra beans and claws to go with the beans. So since they're kind of spicy and have extra beans, we named them Chili. Everyone loves Chili. Chili is the best. Chili is the reason why anyone looks at my channel anymore, because I keep posting just shorts of Chili being herself. And it's hilarious. She is funny, though, because she keeps teaching herself new skills. I posted a video the other night. She has taught herself to play fetch. So now I have to play fetch with her for hours on end. The catitude is strong with this one. Yeah. I'm glad things are going good. Like, I keep meaning to go and, like, I was just thinking about you the other day, actually, because I was looking at Phasmo and saw that they had, like, all these other updates in there. Like, they have the Lighthouse update and all this other stuff, or, like, new maps. And I'm like, oh, man. I don't even know if any of my Phasmo crew still plays Phasmo. Because everyone kind of went their own way and did their own things. Which is normal. It's how things go. At some point, I need to actually just pick it up and check it out, because like the game is totally different now. Like, there's all these new equipment and there's new craziness and there's new maps, wild stuff. No, sweetie, no, you don't get my coffee. Stay out my coffee. Not for you. Hey, want your thing? You can have that. You can have that. You can have your Silvervine toy as much as you want, but you cannot have my coffee. But yeah, when I pulled her out of the garden, she had an eye infection so bad one whole side of her face was swollen shut. She was blowing snot bubbles out of her nose. There's basically a feral colony back there, and the mama cat had kind of given up on her because the other babies were still moving around and doing their thing and feisty. They were eating. I think Chili just got sick enough that she kind of gave up on her because she was really underfed. She was all ribs. So I took her to the vet the day I plucked her out of the garden, and the vet was like, yeah, she weighs 14 ounces and has multiple infections. Are you sure? Because there's a good chance she's not going to make it 48 hours. And I went, never tell me the odds. Here's my credit card. You know, that first week was a little bit dicey. We were doing a lot of fake kitten formula mixed with like high protein like goop and bottle feeding and spoon feeding for like the first couple of days, just basically forcing multiple antibiotics into her. But yeah, after we got past that first week, things worked out pretty good. By day 3, we knew we were kind of in the clear. Day 1 and 2 were rough. We were very nervous, but it worked out. The only really fun thing about it, now she's looking at the screen now. She sees the video game going around. She loves watching me play video games. Like the game that she loves the most though, that like, and I think it's just such a perfect cat game, is Peglin. If I play Peglin, oh, she is locked in, watching the little balls bounce around, watching the mouse move around. Peglin is where it's at for cats, 100%. But yeah. There was some dicey moments there, and I was telling my spouse, you know, hey, we can't give the kitten a name for at least 2 weeks. And like, why can't we name the kitten for 2 weeks? And I said, because she's a cat from a feral colony. We don't know if she's going to be okay with being inside. She might get healthy and be completely, nope, thanks for the drugs, F this shit, I'm out. Day 3, she's like cuddled up and asleep on my chest. I'm like, well, some feral cat you worked out to be. So she kind of figured out she had it good fast. The whole process has just been, it's been interesting, to say the least. You know, Arden's been a real trooper because Arden loves the little bean to pieces, but is also allergic to cats. So they actually started immunotherapy to be able to go and keep Chili, which is pretty funny to me. But, you know, adorable kitten, does good things, and I'm looking at what Chili provides for them in terms of like mental, like you don't realize how much mental health goodness pets provide for you until there's one back in your life. It's just one of those things where you're like, you know, I haven't had any pets since the ferrets passed away, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want any pets, it's tough, I've got to be able to go and like make things if we go traveling, and you know, it's a lot of work. And admittedly, the ferrets were a lot of work because look, ferrets are exotics, they have some pretty extreme needs, they have some pretty heavy health conditions when they have problems. So I gotta figure out, is this gonna be my door? I think this is gonna be my front door. Let's make this the front door. I have to make some choices here. This is the front door. It's our bravery test. We make choices and we stick with them. But now that I have like a pet back in my life, I'm like, oh yeah, this is how it goes. That was the initial reason I adopted Thunder and Lightning. I know Gotcha misses cats. I know his voice. A bit before the pandemic. When they sit next to you while you lie in bed and they purr next to you, it's so therapeutic. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is that she kind of picked a lot of this stuff up on her own. Where we weren't really encouraging her to do anything in specific. We were just kind of like, you know what, you do what's comfortable for you and we'll figure it out. We figure the kitten will kind of figure out what's comfortable and we'll work around it. That was kind of our attitude on this whole thing. As this is now just a Chili stream, which it always ends up being anyway. It always ends up being a Chili stream anyway. I don't even mind it. But she started getting some really interesting attachment behaviors. Where we would turn around and suddenly it's like, we realized pretty quickly, it's like she wanted to be around us. She wanted to be around people. She's not a big, like, get picked up and held cat yet, but we think it's going that way. Because her whole thing is like, she wants to be around you, but she's still in that very baby, like, I want to fight everything phase. Like, if God himself walked in the front door, Chili would be like, yeah, I'm gonna bite you. I want to fight. And that's just normal teenage cat behavior. Congrats, your cat's growing up. It's doing baby apex predator things. But she's getting very cuddly out of nowhere, where suddenly it's like, oh yeah, no. I don't want to necessarily get picked up, but I really desperately want to get up in your business all the time. So, like, there's a reason why I have, like, the little bed on my desk here, is because if I don't, they lose their minds. I have to give them a place to be where they can be around me all the time when I'm working from home, or even when I'm streaming. If I go into another room, they have to be in the room with me. They have to be in there inspecting the space. Oh, I messed this up real bad. Look at that. Yeah, that's totally messed up. I did something wrong there. Something got misspaced somewhere along the line. Oh, I think that's probably the one. You know what? I bet if I do it like this. And then I snap this one to the bottom. Snap into a Slim Jim. There we go. That solves the problem. I just need to find the right camera angle and then be able to figure out my blocks. Go to auto. Can I just auto snap you? No, because I'm not square. There, now I'm squared up. So that should, yes. Better. Oh, good morning. But yeah, she's been doing that. She's been coming into the bedroom. Like, her new thing that she started doing, she started playing fetch this week. Oh, no, baby. So this is the problem when I stream, is that she starts deciding I have to wander all over the desk. So I already had to, like, block off the entire area of my computer. Because I have a wireframe rack, like, pretty much over there. And get out of my coffee. And she would try to get into it. The last time I streamed, she got in there. She turned off the power brick that powers everything. She killed the stream. And she did that one time since. So I had to get, if you've ever seen those plastic bottoms they make for wireframe racks, I had to buy 2 of those. I cut one in half, and I basically had to punch holes in them and zip tie them around the wireframe to keep her out of where all the power controls are, so she can't shut off my computer randomly and kill streams and kill my job. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Like, I was annoyed as anything at the time, but I had to laugh about it. I'm like, only you could figure out how to do this, cat. So, the baby does things. I have to say, it is kind of fun just playing this game in just full-on creative passive mode. I might do this with Satisfactory too, because Satisfactory is now back in business. And that would be another one that I think would be enjoyable, to not have to deal with the stresses of the game. Just be like, no, you know what? I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. I don't want to deal with the shenanigans of it. I just want to play the... Oh, I can get big blocks. I forgot about this. Oh, I need a stonecutter. Oh, I just gotta put another one over here. That's fine. It's so funny the way this does this, where it's like, yeah, it's totally free mode, except for it's kind of not. You have to have equipment to do it. Picked up Planet Crafter again. Planet Crafter's a pretty fun game. I haven't looked at it. Have they done any major updates on it? Because I know Ashin and I were playing that for a hot second. And we had like a pretty effective base going. Yes, I can. Auto. There we go. So what I want to do, I'm going to turn all of this into farmland over here. This is already pretty flat and level. Then I'm going to basically terrace this. I'm going to go down, level out a section. That's going to be where all the crafting happens. That's all craft goods down there. Which means I need to go... I'm going to have to entomb some things up here. But that's okay. I already know that game. I already know that game so well. So that's not even going to be an issue. I'm not really doing this for any particular aesthetic reasons. It's just a matter of they're great big blocks, and they make my life easy. But yeah, her new thing is that she'll roll up at night whenever I lay down to go to bed, and has to grab one of the fleece blankets and rearrange it to make a little nest, and like she'll keep pulling it in to make a little nest and be making biscuits next to me and just stare at me while she makes biscuits like, ugh, you're making me make my own bed, Dad. It's like, it's so goofy. It's just the cutest thing ever. How dare. How dare you make me make my own bed? Oh, wait, we've got spiral stairs now, don't we? I thought we had spiral stairs. Did I not unlock them? Furniture, building... I've got the wood spiral stairs. Why did I think there was a stone spiral stair? Maybe I never unlocked it. I've got the wood ones, though. That could be fun. If I did that and went down that way. Because this is, like, again, I don't know what's happening, but, like, Ashin, you'll love this. Brand new seed. Immediate verticality everywhere. Tons of rivers. Like, just like, what is going on? I want to say, if we wind up having to recreate the seed because of, essentially not being able to get a Bogwitch, I would definitely use this seed. Not this game playthrough that I'm already messing with, but I would definitely go and grab this seed and be like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one we're going to build on because I love the verticality. I just love when you get big vertical seeds like this. I am jealous. I want my boat. I mean, we haven't... We really, like, we all kind of got distracted by other games that came out. And then we have to, like, go back and set up a forward base to be able to get into the Firelands. That being said, I think getting stuff for Bogwitch ahead of time is the way to do it. Because all that carrying capacity, Ratatosk for the run speed, there's so many good things that... What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Give me the look. You want to fight. You just want to fight with me. You just want to fight with me. Ah, my toes are getting attacked here. I might have to go grab my, like, slippers, because otherwise I'm going to be getting my toes bit. Yeah. It just looks like everything that is going into Bogwitch is going to be such good quality of life changes, especially in terms of the farming implements and the cooking implements. It's like, hey, all of that is kind of exactly what we needed for a hot minute. Okay, I have to go get my slippers because someone's attacking my feet. Someone who will remain nameless. You know what? I'm gonna post a link to these things because oh oh my goodness, these are the best things that Arden has ever found in terms of us having peace of mind around this place of late. Let me see if I can find a link quick. They're called Tibetan socks. And essentially, it's like a calf-high slipper that's knit, but it has like a hard leather sole with grippy sock things on it. Essentially, this is a rattlesnake boot for kittens. If you've got a kitten or a cat that likes going after your toes or your ankles, you need these. Like... Where were these? Yeah, these things. This is them. These things are basically just rattlesnake boots for cats. I'm gonna post a link to chat here. Not only that, they're comfy as heck. Out of my chair when I scoot myself around here. So essentially, you're getting the benefit of a slipper, a low boot, and a leg warmer all in one thing. It's the best thing ever. These are my new favorite things in the world. Like, Gotchamus used to talk about his man-ugs. He called them mugs. I'm like, nah, these are better. These are so much better than the mugs. If you thought the mugs were good, this is where it's at. Okay, so if I want to start building... Missing requirement. What am I missing? Oh, this needs... These need the black forge for the spiral staircase? Oh, okay, fine, whatever. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to put one over here just because I want to be able to build these things. It's going to look cool. It's going to look cool. We're going to build it. Yeah. With the Vibram Souls. The Vibram Souls had soul. Still got them, too. These things have like a grippy sock kind of soul going on. And I've got to admit, I'm digging it. They are super comfy. Look how ridiculous this is and how wonderful. This is just the best thing ever. I'm gonna have swoopy doopy swirly staircases, and I love it. There has to be a better way to get these things to snap, because I feel like... Did that actually go evenly? Yes. I'll build the thing out to make it, like, look proper later, but for now, good enough. For now, good enough. Oh, it entertains me so. See, I don't have an actual hoe yet, so I can't start leveling things, but I think this is where I'm going to level things too. So if I go back to my heavy build, it means I think I need to actually put one of these over here and put one of these next to it. There we go. Are you not going to let me... Oh. Oh. Well then. Can I do this? Yes, that I can do. Good enough. If I can do that, then I am more or less in business, as the children say. Wah. And we'll just build across to there. So much of this is just blocking things out right now. Once it's blocked out, we can figure it out. We can figure out the details later. Right now, it's just like, you know, get the blocking done. Once the blocking is done, then everything else will come together. Have faith. Have faith. No! I had faith. And then I fell down a mountain. Okay, fine. If you're going to be that way about it. Buh! There. Also, while I'm on the subject, because apparently the day-night cycle has to be extreme in Valheim at all times. I don't know why they make the game get this flippin' dark at night, but they do. But they do. Here. I actually kind of like that. If I can just go and set these things like... Is it goofy? Yes. Do I care? Absolutely not. It's spooky season and I want to build a staircase. As I immediately start going right down the mountain again. There it is. There's the snap that I wanted. There's the snap that I wanted and needed. Get that shiz done. Give me auto, please. Auto! Did I keep that straight? Not even remotely. Straight like a bolt of lightning. And just keep blocking things out. All I need to do is block things out. Once it's blocked out, the hard part's done. Lurking. We're gonna try to deploy some code in 15 minutes. Ta-ta for now. Good luck on your code deployment, Gotchamas. May it be not filled with shenanigans. Though we all kind of know how that goes. I think anyone who's ever done any type of weekend deployment usually knows that it's like, yeah, I'm about to go on an adventure. Not the fun kind. It's going to be terrible. I mean, yeah. Some days you just kind of know how things are going to go before they start. This sounds like one of those moments. This is a good opportunity for me to tune up some things, though, here. Hold up. This is a good opportunity because I always say I've got to do this, and half the time I forget to do it. When I talk about tuning things up, what I mean is that you can bury the crafting tables. So that way they're just always there forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Because you're gonna need them. You're gonna need them. So this presents a pretty nice opportunity to just be like, yeah, I know I'm gonna need stuff here baked in, if ever. I might as well just put it in the floor. Basically, we're giving it the Harry Potter treatment. We're locking it in the closet and forgetting about it. I might have to step away for a half a second because I'm still having to put lots of Aquaphor on it. I just got tattooed the other night, on Thursday night. As I keep updating the body art, oh, does it hurt? It's actually not that bad this time. I've had it hurt a lot worse. Just this one's just very itchy. It doesn't help that a certain kitten decided, hey, look at all the pretty new peacock feathers. I'm going to jump at them with my claws out. Yeah, that happened. That was totally a thing that happened this morning. That was my wake-up call. I was not pleased. Not pleased in the least. Should be able to just bring this pretty much straight across now, because everything's going to have at least one contact point of support. Can you tell I've played this particular gambit before? Yeah, that's looking good. That's coming together. Like to do though is I want to keep doing this because all this does is build stabilizing structure that has more connections back to dirt. Oh gosh. Perspective. I have none. Good heavens. All I have to do is put a floor in. What I'll probably do is put in multiple floors just in case something breaks. Because I've had that happen too. Regrettably, I have lived through that experience, and it kind of stunk. Furniture. Let me put some lamps back out so I can see what I'm doing here. If I would have done this a little smarter, I could have used this as a sub-basement storage area, but I didn't think of it at the time. It's fine. I'm only putting this in here essentially to prevent oopsie-doopsies for if and when I inevitably blow up the floor in a way I shouldn't. I don't fall into a pit that I can't get out of. Basically, I'm trying not to build an oubliette for myself. Very important Valheim safety tip. Don't build oubliettes. Don't build oubliettes. It's so easy to unintentionally build an oubliette. And yet, despite best efforts, people still wind up occasionally putting themselves in the pit of despair. Hey, look, daylight's coming back. I can actually see what I'm doing again. What a lovely change. I mean, it's not like I couldn't just go to sleep and, like, end the nighttime cycle, but... Dumbass. And I don't wanna. Also, I haven't built a bed yet, so... The little things. The little things. See, right there. I've built myself an oubliette. I just did the thing that I said don't do. I just did it. And this is why we put in little spare floors. The goal is to make buildings where I don't have to have an escape room to get out of my building if something breaks. Why is that not lined up? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I could worry about that. I'm not gonna. Not gonna do it. I'm only playing this for funsies. I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to it. I mean, I might come back to it. I'm not that worried about it, though. Why are you having such a hard time snapping here? It's because you're overlapping. Probably because you're overlapping. Weird. I should be able to do that, though. Oh, it's because of the way the corners are. I see. I see what's happening there. See, the thing is I don't want to lose the nice stone bits in between. I want to keep those. I like the look of them. I really do wish they would just give me long horizontal floor pieces. Not too much to ask for, I don't think. I think not. I think not. And I didn't put a bracing piece in here. I want to have one. Better. Do that. Blocking things out like this. I like the general shape of what it's looking to be. The potential for what this could be in the future is nice. I'll keep myself sane while I keep getting all this overtime. Like, nope, it's aesthetic build night. Yep, here I am. Guess where I am? I'm in the oubliette. The thing that I said not to do, there it is. Literally the thing. That's it. That is literally the way to get yourself in trouble. Just do that. That way I don't fall down and wind up stuck in my own house. Again. Now, I'm probably going to have to expand this out further as I go and take over more of this for an actual workshop, but for beginning workshop, for a workshop that'll satisfy most needs, this is not a bad way to begin. And that should have the ability to do just about anything I need. Now, what is the easiest way for me to do this? I wonder if it'd be better to actually just make a straight up stairwell going down. Probably. Almost assuredly. Because I'm going to be really far from the water here. There's no getting away from that fact. I'm going to be really far from that river delta. That kind of almost lines up, though. I wonder if I can get it. Let me start from down here and try to build up. And see how it treats me. I'm curious. What? No. Oh, I've got to repair this thing. Hold on. As I lose my hammer. That one doesn't look like it's lined up properly. I'll have to go back and fix that. Ah! Yeah, that staircase is not going to be able to stay. I want it to be there and be cool. It's not. I wonder if I could just build it more as a spiral straight up from the bottom, and then... Well, it's kind of blocked out now. Might work better. Might work better. What if I did that? What if I just do that? If I start here... Okay. Where does it hit even, I guess, is the question. Not there. And admittedly, I'm doing things to be as aesthetically, you know, goofy as possible here. So I'm going a little bit hard with, like, the dark wood and such. It doesn't necessarily need to have dark wood bumpers, but since I can, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I have Darkwood banisters? If you have the option to do so, why don't you? I slide down everything here. Will anyone ever see these minuscule details? Almost assuredly not. Will I know they're there? Yes, I will. Oh no, that one's not even. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Just get rid of this. I can get rid of this. And it will serve. Can these even... Can these kiss up? Yes, they can. Okay, so if I do it like that... Oh, man, it's gonna have a weird bump then. Dang it. It's not gonna be even. I have to adjust this. I have to adjust this. But you know what? That was mostly because I needed it to be stable, so that's fine. Get rid of you. I add you. Why don't you reach? Add another one here. There we go. Now I can do this. Now I can do this and it will actually be even and look proper. Or more proper-ish. More proper-ish. Am I getting caught up on aesthetics already? Despite the fact that I'm constantly the person saying don't get caught up on aesthetics too early? Bet your sweet ass I am. What's the purpose of doing things if you can't go and be excessive about it? That's literally what 90% of Valheim is. Go overboard. Now the question becomes is whether or not I can still get down the staircase once this thing is there. I'm going to bump my head on it. No, it still works. Okay, good. If I add another bumper to it, is it still going to work? I got to add a little itty bitty one up there. Let's have some fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's make some proper elven bullshit here, I think is the appropriate term for what I'm looking for. Yeah. Oh, I had a purpose. I've lost it. There was a purpose in what I was working on. I'm too busy building this cupola now. I want a pretty cupola. The aesthetics of everything that happened after this point are going to be driven by, what this one little section of stairwell does. but yeah, that'll do it. Keep me from falling my ass out of the way up here. Please tell me that's gonna link up. Good. Better. Beater. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Actually... No! Fuck! Well, that just made this entire process more difficult. Can I put a 45 on here? I just connect multiple 45s in this corner. I want to be able to. I feel like I should be able to. Problem is, it's all these damn catty corner pieces, so they're not gonna like connect up properly. Unless I cheese it and do it like this. Ugh, come on. Stop falling off things. Yes, there we go. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah. You. Get rid of you. Look at that. More or less work. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need a big X. Big X. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I've got some light. I can see what I'm doing over here. I'll have to move all the pumpkins over at some stage, but that's not the end of my world. What I should just do now is do this, just that way I can see what I'm doing while I'm working here. Okay, so I've got my workspace more or less at this stage. Knock out some pumpkins. Eat my food. I wonder if I can do it like that. Would that get in my way? Will it let me do it? Is the question. It's an interesting question. If I do that, do I whack my head on that going up the staircase? Yes, yes, I do. I kind of figured that was going to be the case, but I wanted to find out. Do that. Looks a little weird, but it works. I don't like how that looks aesthetically. I guess it's just gonna be dark. It's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is. Back to my original intention, floating down the mountain here, because, ooh, we're going to have to catty corner this. There's going to be some switchbacks on this one. I bet if I brought it to the left, that wouldn't be so bad. And it would go towards the farming area. Yeah, more or less like that. And more or less like that. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Do I have to put more things in? I do. Opportunity. How can you tell what you're doing? You can't see shit. It turns out when you've done some bullshit enough times. First, no, not that. So we grab one of these. I need one of these behind me for the hottest of seconds. auto, please? Thank you. Crafting. Can I fit another bench in here? Do I need to smoosh things around a little bit? I'm going to go a little deeper. We must go deeper. We need a deployment to happen soon. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds like one of those desperation deployments that you never want to hear about. Deployments of desperation, never good. You go there. You go there. So that way I can do the thing that I want to do, and then move you around. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a crafting war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cheesing all the crafting's great. I was better off with the way I had it before. Oh no, that's gonna narrow it up. It's no good. Please just wait for me to do this. Do it like that, maybe? No, I have to go 1 and 1, and then that'll let me do this. Then I can get the snaps that I want. Yep, 1, 2, and 3. Black Forge, which will in turn let me go lanterning things up. So that way, again, see what the shit I'm doing. I like being able to see what I'm doing as I work my way up the hill here. We're totally gonna have to go and like cut around the corner there. That's fine. It's all groovy. I have no idea where my kitten wound up. He's probably... No, he's not asleep in the sunshine over in the kitchen. I was gonna say, she's asleep in the sunbeam. There's like the one big window out there that gets the sunbeams. So I was thinking maybe that's where she was. She was not. That is not even. It is not even or Steven. It is neither pig nor pork. It is beef. There we go. Ah, there it is. I was wondering if we were gonna like get caught. We got caught. We got. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put refining stuff down here. Building stuff is up. So that's crafting. This will be refining. That way I don't have to have all the same nonsense in the same spot. It'll take up a little bit of extra room, but it's not the end of my world. See, this is where it gets weird. Now it's getting steep. Have a rock. You can have rock and roll. That. Missing requirement. I'll put that lined up. So that's my limit on these. Okay, so I have to build another entombment here. Fair enough. I could just build it off to the side. Wouldn't be the end of my world. I don't have to do it this way. I just kind of like doing it this way. I'm honest about it. The lack of rested bonus. I'm feeling it. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling it. Huh, where are you gonna go? There you are. And there we go. Crafting. Grab you. Grab you. We'll throw one of you in there as well. Ta-da! seal the whole thing up. That's the problem. Not destroy things as we go. That's the tricky part. Don't wreck it as you go. Ugh. Touches the actual stone foundation parts. It's still blue on the wall. So in theory, I can get away with this. I can. Well, repair this first of all. Figure out where my declaration of intention is going here. That, then I can safely smack away some of the rock, as long as I just keep moving forward. That's the tricky part. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to take a page out of Octane's book when we played Vampire Survivors. The next time I start a seed on a dedicated server, I'm definitely going with the having now done it here. Setting the resources to high. Oh my gosh. What a different experience. Some people will be like, that's cheesy. I'm like, yeah, but I've played this game enough. Getting like 3 raspberries when you pluck a raspberry bush as opposed to 1. Yeah, no, I'm okay for that. I'm pretty good with that. I'm very good with that. Here we go. I want to get these foundational blocks in here because I hate how it looks when there's gaps. Drives me nutty. Actually, where's the top 2? There we go. Solved. There, I fixed it. Now, will I ever be able to get a cart up here? Absolutely not. Not on my best day. Not until they make a better cart that uses the artisan table that is, like, auto-powered. You know, some manner of shenanigans like that to actually be able to get up inclines. Can you imagine if we actually got, like, something like a diverter minecart that could actually handle inclines? That would be awesome. This brick fully exposed. That way I can get this brick fully exposed and get another one slapped in. Then I can go this way. Unless I want to go that way and then come back around. You know what? I'm going to go this way. That makes more sense. We go out to come back. Should be a top snap. Yes, like that. Top snap. Matter of how much verticality do I need to get around here? Oh, a lot. The answer is a shitload. Not that bad, actually. Not that bad. And this doesn't cut into any of my expansion space up here then. Perfect. That's good. Because I want to be able to expand this out if I want to enhance the forge area. What I may actually do is basically wrap this around so I have like another separate building on that level further out where their Galder table can live. You know, aka the Temple of Boom. And yeah, I know it's ugly. Don't worry. It'll be prettier later. It'll be prettier later. We've already demonstrated up there we can make things pretty. We'll make this pretty. Nice if we had the slate roofs unlocked, but we don't. So I'm not going to worry about it. get at least one more unit over there and still not be in trouble. I want to leave. That thin line there is important. Believe it or not. Missing requirements. When aren't I missing requirements? I might just have to build a vertical wall there to compensate for it, but yeah, we're pretty tight on that. That's okay. It's not the end of my world. I can live with it if I gotta. Be pretty funny if this works out the way I think it's gonna. I'm having like black obsidian supporting wall. That moment you build a retaining wall out of black obsidian because you can. Free of the dirt. Free my stairs. Free my stairs. The stairs must be free. Go. Be free. Yeah, so this is where it's going to get important. This is where it actually matters. Because it's going to be a little bit off here. There's not much I can do about that, but I can adjust for it as much as I can. All I gotta do is get this part to there, and then I can sort of shimmy a little bit. Shimmy it a little bit. And the trick to this is going to be doing these. So that way, when I snap this, I should be able to get this to go from a top section. Come on. I saw you do it right there. Yep. Just like that. Now when I do this, is it a little goofy? Yeah. But it'll work, and it'll get me here, and then I'll have that. Worst case, I build that wall up and I expand this out a little bit. It's not the end of my world. if I can't get it exactly perfect. I do wish I had half-size stairs. Would make my life a little bit easier, but such is life. Furniture, because I need a lamp. See again the heck I'm doing. Nice thing about having them back there, I can do this, so I can actually see what's going on here. So now that I've got this, I really need it to be daytime. I should just build a shack. I should just build a bed, throw my bed in the shack. You know what? I can do that here. If I build a bed here, will it work? Bed is too exposed. I kind of figured. I've got this little guy here. Will this work? Got this pre-existing shack. If I throw a bed in a shack here, will this work? Missing requirement. Ugh. It's cause it's too dark. I can't see anything. Bed needs to be near a fire. Just making me do all the goofy stuff. There we go. Get back so I can see what I'm doing here. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, you know what I've got more of? Coffee. I'm gonna go get some. BRB. Oh, coffee is one of my favorite things in the world. At least it is when it's like the coffee that I like. It's funny because I was having a whole discussion with someone about this not that long ago, where they were like, "Oh, I can't stand coffee. I hate coffee." Like, well, how many different coffees have you tried? They went, "No, I just don't like coffee." I'm like, "Okay, but saying you don't like coffee is like saying I don't like juice." There's a lot of different types of juice, right? You may like orange juice, but you might hate tomato juice. You might hate grapefruit juice. You might love apple juice. But you don't just say, I hate all juices. And say, I hate soda. I'm like, okay, but is that every soda or a specific type of soda? I hate wine. Well, what kind? There's a lot out there. You know, if you just universally dislike everything, it's like, all right, so you're just telling me you're a picky eater. But finding a brand of coffee that I actually liked, that was a project that was years in the making. I'm not gonna lie, it was an exuberant amount of effort. Like, it was absolutely probably too much of an effort if I'm being honest about it. But ooh, you broke. Why did you break? I have to go and get. Oh, okay. That needed a little bit more supporty-porty there. Line up. Line up, please. Let's do this. I can get this all the way over here into the mountain. Should hopefully go a little bit better. I can at least have a baseline degree of, we know it is this stable.
Stability, please.
Stability, please. Because I've got to get around the corner here and then get up again. And there we go. Right. I do wish I could have more big blocks. You know what? Maybe I can have a little fun with this. There's nothing that says I can't do it this way. I mean, why not use the weird inverted blocks? They're just as stable as the next blocks. Oh, they're too big. I see. I see. I wonder if I can keep using them, though. That would be pretty funny. Like, if I could just keep stacking them up. Can I just stack them on top of themselves? Like that. I am far too easily amused. It looks very structurally sound to me. Terribly structurally sound, doesn't it? What could possibly go wrong here? Okay, that's just funny. Okay. Goofing off aside. New boot goofing. New block goofing. Is new block goofing a thing? I think it should be a thing. If it's not a thing, it is a thing now. New block goofing. I like it. I got 2 blocks. I gotta goof around. New block. Do this. The best thing about this is I can make a little bit of like a thing here. Now, I have an excuse. I have a total excuse to just make like a little veranda thing or something. Like, I was already gonna do this anyway, but like, what do I want to do it with? Got some options. I could just do it like I do love these things. It is fun. They are fun. Just like not fall off when you come up here. Like, please do not fall off the building. Guide rails exist for your safety. Please stand clear of the moving doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Will that even work? Can I get these to... Not really. I'd have to build like better guide rails later, but I can have fences here and there, which is pretty funny to me. Well, that kind of works. It worked until it didn't. Let me... I had a forge, it would. I could actually build some safety rails there. Okay. So, something to do later. Alright, so we're from here to there. That more or less worked. And if I wanted to, I could expand this out and build like another bigger staircase going up there. Which I may do later. Alright, so we got down to here. We got down to here. We got down to here. I think I want to make some production zone bullshit here, but I got to get this across the way to here. So that way I can actually have a proper shipping lane. Because I want to abuse the fact that I've got some good water here as a port. Oh, there's rocks there. Sugar. Man, if it wasn't for these rocks... Actually, you know what? I can use those rocks. Is that a giant pike out there? Hold up. Are you seeing that? Like, yeah, top left of the screen. That fish. Holy heck. That's a submarine. I'm gonna have to get the fishing pole out. Add some bait. The whole thing was I wanted to have like a nice port over here. I could just go to the left and ignore the rocks at that point. It's still pretty deep water. If I went from here and go left, I could still have a really nice port set up over here. Just cutting this way and going right to like the boat grave over here. And use that other rock as a guidepost. It could still work really well. That would not be a bad port setup at all. That's a nice big open piece of port frontage. That could work. I just have to go and sort out how I'm going to do it. Right. Right. Let's just block this out with some wood beams first and figure out how we're going to do this, because I feel like it's the easiest way to get this part done. We come across and we get it done. The easiest way to get it done is to come across and get it done. Oh yeah, the easiest way to get it done is to get it done. Good job. Way to make a wonderful platitude there, 404. Nice part is I can abuse the fact that rock is there to an extent. For now. Hey. 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 E flat. Or flat enough. E flat enough. I can always put the like actual stone blocks in later once I go and figure out what I'm doing here. It's honestly usually how I do it when I have to give a darn about resources is I'll block things out with the wooden poles because the wooden poles are cheaper. Wood's easier to get than stone. To an extent. I also just happen to like the aesthetic look of the wood. Am I swimming or can I do this? Okay. Crafting. I need a couple of crafting tables over here to make this really work. And I'll need stone at some point too, but I'll worry about that later. I want this to go, so this is kind of where I have to aim towards. Where's that table limit? So that's kind of my guidepost. It's kind of my guidepost. So if this comes out here, I kind of want to cut that left then, right? It's going to come to here, I'll build this up, and then I'll go that way. That's going to wind it's going to wind up underwater is the problem. This is actually good timing. This is good timing for a storm rule and how big are the waves going to get. Because this whole area is going to get saturated. It's going to get completely swamped out, for lack of a better term. Not be in the water. So that's my other guide point that I kind of need to have then, is I need... No. Yeah. That. Okay, good. So now I know between where and where I'm looking at here. Okay. I've got a plan. I've got at least a loose idea of the plan. And that'll work out. Oh, there's rocks out there too. May not be as good of a spot as I thought it was. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out there and just like really mark off where the reef is here. Otherwise, it's gonna go pretty bad for shipping. Oh, rats. Yeah, I really had a lot of hopes for this river delta, but so it goes. You know, it's just what happens sometimes. good enough. Good enough for the government. Got it. That's a fair amount of filling in that's going to happen there to really make this work and be good at what it does. Okay, but I know where I can build a dock in the future if I want to. Alright, so that more or less blocks that out for those purposes. So this is above the wave line then. Which is a good thing. Why does that monitor keep buttoning down on me? Weird, man. Hold up. My KVM switch is having just a day. Yeah. Having all my work stuff hooked up to my personal stuff is always an exciting time. I may not even need this stuff, really. I guess it depends on where I want to put things. Because the bones of the place are more or less here. And I'm sure there's going to be some things that I will change just to make my life less obnoxious. But, for example, I know I'm going to want one of these. Let's just put these two things next to one another so that way they're there. Now, if I want to build up this place like a tower, so that way I have a nice big old tower built. The first big question I have is like, you know, I want to have some nice pretty windows. I want to have some pretty windows, so I guess I have to figure out where the angles are going to be, because windows want to be straight. There's no two ways about that, they just do. Means I kind of have to square things off a little bit here. Always be perfect, but that's okay. Right off the bat, that just hurts me because it needs to at least be consistent to itself. If it can't even manage that, which it's not, because of the way that the tools work in this game. This may just mean, you know what? There may be a better answer to this. Rather than trying to force certain corners and edges, if I can at least have it be at the same height, then I can clean up the messy parts on the grid later. how did that wind up at a half height when the rest of these are at a full height? Get rid of this for a second. I think this thing snapped weird on the initial. I have to pick height, and I have to stick with that height. That's kind of the main thing I want to do here. 1, 2, 3. That's good enough. I don't mind if it's a little bit wonky in terms of spacing, but you want it to at least stay in line with this. Well, that's the trickiest part sometimes in this game, is that it wants to just like snap things all over the darn place. Look at that. It's a little weird, doesn't it? Look at that. She's not quite there. Versus if I do it like this, where does it put it? Right through the middle of the darn thing. I want to get another one. Okay, yes, hello. Over one. Back. Not as bad. Stone brick there then. Kind of fill that little chunk in. Okay. Better. And the only reason I'm obsessing with this is so I can try to square things off, so I can put glass in. I want to have some glass windows. I like glass windows. Big old glass windows are fantastic. At least I like them. So this is where the flip over happens here. 1, 2, 3. So ideally these are the same height, and I can interconnect them. The answer would be yes if they were actually the same distance and I don't have a short widget piece there. But okay, so that one is at least consistent to itself. There's a bend there. Are they the same height? Yes. Yes? Oh man, now I'm not sure. I can't tell in the dark. Hold up. I need to be able to get up there and take a look at this. Because it looks a little off. It looks... No. Maybe? I mean, if there's a height gap there, it's so slight, I can't really see it. So I'm hoping that's not going to be too much. The other thing is I've got to build this with a center atrium so I can go and actually... right. Yeah. I could, in theory, build a basement in this, though. Basement is a possibility here. It is a possibility. I just have to make sure I reinforce the shit out of everything. Is that gonna let me line up on that grid? Ah, yes, time to cheese. I mean, I don't mind cheesing. I don't mind cheesing as long as it's like, you know, not on the main server that we play on. This lets me go and have fun without having to, like, be like, shit, did I break it for everyone else? Also, hey, Don, happy birthday. Everyone wish Donkula a happy birthday. For the Donkula, they have leveled up. They have once again completed their orbit around the sun. Yep. Whoop. Hey. Whoa. Ho 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 ho. Good. That stays at the same height, which means I should be able to go and take this at the same height. Just go straight across. Just build straight through here. Apparently, I have to eat food. Who knew? That, yeah, that's fine. Okay, you're kind of in my way, though. You gotta go, buddy. How big was this damn tree? Good grief. I'm also loving the fact that there's now going to be ivy in the game, so I can just be like, oh yes, make things green. Green-er. More green spaces for me, please. So we got to here. I can figure out what the front door is going to do, then build around that. I mean... kind of like. Can I just... Gosh, that would have been too cool if I could have actually done it that way. But I think the various blocks do this, right? They link up to the door. Yeah, you can essentially build the big ugly portal. Aww. Horrible. Hornets. Horneth. Good. Marble floor triangle. Corner, wide column. Yeah, there should just be a straight up and down. Do I have anything just marble going straight across? There we go. Okay, so we've got the door. We've at least gotten that far. Now, can I get it to the same height as everything else is the big question. Consistency may be an issue here, but we'll figure it out. Now, can I wonder, can I just, if I invert this, will it let me just slap the glass in here? Oh, that would have been too cool for school if it would have let me do that. But it won't. If I build grating? You kind of have to do it like that. So I can do it like that and have like a window that's protected, but it's not ideal. Just because I want to try something just to see if it. I want to see if this will actually work. It may not. There's a strong possibility it won't. But just for the sake of me having a moment here. So this is the problem. This is that these will not work unless there's something providing structure on all sides. So basically I can do this, but I have to pretty consistently put something in there with it. So if I take a lightly angled roof, exactly like that. Just so that way I can have some windows, but a sense of security. It's like when you like windows, but you like feeling secure. basically I need every other to make this work. You know, I wonder if I don't like this as much. I could use this as display places. Like, there's no reason I can't. Ugh. Because it gives the illusion of depth, right? See, when we get the candles, that's gonna make this a game changer here. Oh, you can't put that on stone. One, two, three. Darn it, I got an even number here. So I could actually use this to put things on display over here. The only problem is that might not count as a wall. It might say things are too exposed there. But I was gonna put my bedroom upstairs anyway. I think we can make this work. I think we can make this work. Key to all of this shenanigans is going to be, well, first off, not blowing up the thing that I need to be able to build stuff. But second key to all these shenanigans is going to be having a proper thing right smack in the middle here. So I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I can get rid of the little torches at this point. We're gonna slowly replace these. I can't wait till Bogwitch comes out and we actually have candles that don't go out. Being able to have candlelight all over the place and being able to turn on and turn off candles as we like. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a game changer. That's gonna be an absolute game changer. So if I look at log beams, I am going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and basically 5.5. Moving this out of the way as well. So I've got just a forge over here and a thing over there. Going from the front door, doing the same. This measure from there. 1, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but also about 6.5. So the middle is going to be somewhere hereabouts. Somewhere hereabouts. I don't know what threw a gold coin on the ground, but sure, whatever, kid. Oh, right, because I picked up a bunch of gold coins. Hold on, I have to go and put just a treasure chest somewhere in a corner just to get things out of my way. Furniture, yeah. Sure, great. You hang out over there. Look, a strawberry. And leaves. I'm gonna run out of food here in a minute. I'm gonna have to make a kitchen to make food is really the issue because I don't have any on me. I'm gonna wind up eating all the raspberries. And I want to put the kitchen down here. So the question becomes is which side do I want the kitchen on? Where do I want my bedroom? And what do I want to fill in the rest of the space with? Because this is a huge amount of space right now. I could honestly just build a roof right now, and this would still be almost too much space. Misk. I want a bonfire. Bonfire will not fit here. Because there's stuff in the way. So let's get stuff out of the way. Ah, dang it. Here's actually an interesting thought. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, there's nothing says I've got a clever plan. Not a very good clever plan, but it's a clever plan. For those of you who were around for the 1970s, this will seem somewhat familiar. For those of you who weren't around, there used to be this concept in 1970s architecture where they would literally build something that I think we are sorely missing nowadays in architecture. The chill out pit. And the chill out pit was literally a like sunken pit in the middle of your room, typically with a fireplace in it. And you would hang out and chill out around it. Just one of those things. Kind of went away architecturally. People were like, it's a little passe. We don't like it anymore. I think we made a mistake getting rid of it. Chill out pit was cool. That needs a little more room. Which way do I want to go with this thing? So if I actually sink some marble blocks, I'm using the big blocks for a reason, because the idea is that I want to be able to build a bit of a basement storage area in here. I want to know where the columnar support in the middle is so I don't undermine my whole base. I have to know when I'm about to bump up against something important. Oh, shoot. I have to do this too. Hold on. I'm realizing I'm about to go and, like, leave myself in the lurch here if I don't. This thing a little roof. I have to give it a little home where it gets very grumpy and then I can't repair things. You can have a little house too. Here we go. Okay. Can I repair things again? Outstanding. Good. That is not snapped correctly. Don't even lie to me. Try to tell me that snapped correctly. I know it's not. Okay. So now if I come back here to Nemisk, and we try this again. Outstanding. Do I have any wood laying around in here? Yes, lots. Outstanding. I have created fire! Now then... I have to block out sections of this nonsense and figure out how I'm gonna do this. Dope. Nice thing is now I can actually do this in such a way that I think I can set this up that it will now essentially baby-proof it from myself. Because I know me. I'm incompetent. Actually, I want to change this. I don't want to use the big long log. I want to use the 3 little logs because then I can use fun pieces in between. Do stuff like this. I mean, it's not going to let me do that. I wanted to go and put a thing in there. Can I put the X in here? Can I put the bow tie in here? Apparently not well. It looks stupid. Oh, there it goes. Question becomes is, can I actually refuel the fire at that point? I have to put a gate somewhere so I can actually refuel the fire. But other than that, put the baby gate to the fire, right? Can I make the chill out pit even chiller? Can I? Stealing this idea completely from Kobold, because I saw Kobold do this when he went and made his sauna. And I love the idea so much, I've wanted to steal it ever since. Of just having all these, lovely catty corner sort of stairs. I knew that was coming. I'm gonna die! I light on fire easier now. Get the thing in there? We did. Okay, so that part's there. Uh-oh. Not even. That's okay. That's fine. We can live with it. It'll work out. Mostly. It'll be mostly fun. Actually, you know what? This will be fine. I'll put it on this side here. I'll put it right here. I'll just put it right here. Grab that. Snap to auto. Yes. I do wish I had a somewhat... Oh yeah, that's... There we go. And it's not like a full-size door. Just like, it looks more like an actual break gate there. I like that. I like that a lot. Are you at the same height? No, you are not. I think that did the right thing? Yes. It is at an appropriate height for what I want it to be. So we'll say yes. baby-proofing the fire pit from myself. An important task in these endeavors. What? And then things wound up at different heights. Because of course they did. Because why wouldn't they? Ugh. You exist to frustrate me. You know what? I have a plan. A very good plan. How did that happen? Okay, so I've got to do it like this then, huh? How in the heck did I wind up at two different heights coming around this thing when it's all built? It's that corner is the problem. That corner is where it's kind of thrashing me here. This one right here. Yeah, that's popping up just that little bit higher. Don't know how to address that. There it is. There's that little smidge lower. I think that was it. And now this thing should be even. Now it's even. There we go. There we go. This stupid nonsense we have to do. Okay, get up on here. Don't fall in the fire. I know it's hard. Don't fall in the fire. Okay, got that one in there. Good deal. So now we have a chill out pit. Chill out pit is ready to go. If I use the chill out pit to essentially block the rest of the space, meaning that essentially is going to be the grid that the rest of this place centers around, which I think is a reasonable way to do this. I'm just trying to get, like, are these actually the same height? I think they are. No, they clearly aren't. Well, it's also starting from a different position. So, that isn't doing me any favors. It's not helping me any. I'd have to be starting from the actual floor where I started the rest of them, and they're not. Oh, but I do this. I put that there. Oh, the things I do. All about finding creative solutions, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, and they're at the same height. Perfect. Hey, Delia, what's up? How you doing? 2, 3. Come on, snap 2. Yep, same height. Perfect. That means I don't even have to worry about this. I'll grid this out. And now we've got an actual working grid to work from. We'll have an actual working grid to work from. This might be a problem because this isn't going to be an even space, is it? Ooh. I could ignore it. Could ignore it. Could ignore it. Just go all the way across. Because this will be strong enough to make it. Yeah. And not perfectly even, but even enough for government work. I can make this work. Yeah, it's still hitting at the same height for everything else, so it's still interconnecting. We're off by like enough, just barely a smidge. It's not enough for me to go and throw everything into the wrecker. I do need to put something there, just to go and sort of tie that all back. I need to tie the room back together, is basically what I'm saying. Oh, do I have a triangular quarter spire? What does that do? Hopefully Chili doesn't kill your computer again. Well, no, I was saying earlier, so my computer and all of the power and internet electronics is sort of like to one side of my machine, and it's on a wireframe rack. So what I did was I actually got the plastic sort of bottom things you would normally put to sort of put like a liner on the bottom of a wireframe rack, and I punched holes in them, and I cut one in half and I put one lengthwise, so they're hanging vertically now, and I zip tied it to it, so the layer of the hanging rack that has all of the power buttons in it for like the power strips and stuff is no longer accessible. Chili can't get in there anymore. That was a hard-learned lesson, because after she did that and killed my stream last time, she did it again during the week. So I'm like, nope, nope, you are cut off. I immediately placed the order on Amazon for the liners and just set it up. I couldn't believe how unerring her aim was in being able to just get right in there and break things. It's impressive in its own way. It is very impressive in its own way. Is there a nice even square there? Look at me now, steady as she burns. Might not even need that one there. We'll see how that goes when I get up to that floor. When I get up there, we'll see how it works out. May do something completely weird. I don't know. I just want to go and block this out so I know where my general building grid is. And then I can start figuring things out as I go. Plus, knowing me, I'll forget this exists and then, you know, get distracted when we finally get back into, like, regular Valheim gameplay once Bogwitch release and never come back to it. It would be pretty on brand for me. Okay, so now there's supporting structure for pretty much everything here. See, there's my only issue right now is that that thing is gonna... It's not gonna snap evenly. So I have to kind of eyeball this. And I hate doing that. Because it never goes right. Actually, I think I got that about as good as it's gonna get. Watch, that one went perfectly. Don't ask me how I managed to get that one to work and the other one didn't. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm zesty this way. Nice thing is it means that we've got complete structural integrity, though, moving forward. Oh, God. Glare. The sun had to come up at exactly that moment, didn't it? Some days you're just going to have, like, a strut sticking out of your tower. Just accept it. Price of doing business. Price of doing business. I guess now, where do I want to put kitchens? Where do I want to put stairs? Where do I want to put other things? I think I want stairs over here. So if I can get this wedged into the corner, I would like this a lot more. See, what I really should have done is I should have started with these. So that way I know I'm going to hit the correct height when I go up. That looks like it might be even. Hold up. Did I get that right just for eyeballing it? There's no way. There's no way. Looks pretty close. Wow. Okay. Mark that one off in your calendars, kids. The one time eyeballing it actually worked. Well, I've been so absolutely obsessive about getting my darn spacing right on this thing. Because I know how quickly that goes wrong. As we're playing the fun game of how do I make a round tower square. Don't rain between now and when I get the roof up. That's what I'm asking for right now. Damn it. Sunny days only, good vibes only. God, can you imagine if I could actually get, like, corner cut tiles? How cool that would be. I should probably get some of these up when I see situations like this, because I'm gonna need to have a guidepost for where things changed over if I want to keep building walls. Yeah, I haven't seen Chili in a minute. She's probably sleeping in the bedroom. If I bring her back in here, she'll probably just be like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. Meh. Hold on, I'm gonna find out where she is. We'll see if she wants to actually, like... All you're doing is napping. You want to nap out here? You want to nap out here? We'll see if she wants to keep napping out here. She might just dip immediately, but we'll see what happens. Oh, there's the rain that I didn't want. Well, I guess we're going to have weathered boards now. That's going to be a thing.
Hi.
I know. You have such a hard life. All you do is, like, eat and nap and harass me. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here with the cat. Get on the stream and be cute. Pay your rent. I don't want to block off the middle. I have to keep that open. So that way, all of that heat has somewhere to go. I'll have to block that off with something. Gotta put the smoke somewhere. You don't want the smoke. I do. Bum.
Hey.
You're just gonna fall right over. You're just gonna fall over it because I'm scratching you. Oh, sleepy baby. Have to figure out what the wall situations are gonna be here, but that's okay. That is a solvable problem. Does this actually snap the way I want it to snap? Yes. It just looks weird sometimes from certain angles. Like, do I trust you? And if so, how much do I trust you? Chewy? Chewy? Do I need to get you your mouse? You want your mouse? I get your mouse. Oh yeah, you see it. You see it the minute it's in my hand. Ah, he's mouse. He's mouse. Ah, so exciting. I love the way she uses those thumbs and just grabs things from me. It's like, nope, yoink. Mine. Mine now. Anyone who thinks my cat doesn't has thumbs hasn't been paying attention. This is equally unsettling to me when she starts playing with, like, books of matches. Like, I had to hide all of my cigars and stuff because, yeah. When the cat with thumbs starts playing with the things that can make fire, you get a little nervous. You get a little nervous. How did that work out? Wait a minute. Yeah, look at that. I must have quarter snapped somewhere. You having fun? I mean, yeah, go. There you go. Enjoy your silver vine toy. I feel like no one... People are only showing up to go and watch the kitten. I get it. I don't blame you. I would too. She is adorable. The baby. She is a perfectly ridiculous baby, though. Glad I can have the bonfire going and it isn't really impacted by bad weather. Bonfire goes, nah, I am too strong for that. You keep your bad weather. Nuts to you. That one's a little bit off, isn't it? Oh, the automatic feeder just went off. Chili's gone. So long, everybody. The food is here now. I no longer care about you. That automatic feeder is definitely the thing that gets her moving. It's so funny because she's not like super duper excited about the dry food either. Just like, oh, but it's for me. Then she'll usually start complaining like, yeah, there's food here, but where's the wet food with it? Because in the morning and the evening when I feed her, we do a mix of wet and dry food. The offense that there is not, you know, the fanciest of feasts also included with the automatic feeder is felt. If I should just go straight across with that so that way I can stay at the same height. Probably. That is probably. Oh no! Yeah. There we go. Scorch here! Hey! So with this update, what's the over-under on a full server reroll? Higher than I like. Primarily the issue is that, like, if this is the map of the world, right? Here's the world. The Bogwitch spawns in the radius of where Hildur and Haldor would spawn, which is to say, not super duper close, but not like, you know, it's in that inner circle radius, right? We've explored a lot of our inner circle radius. And you need to have undiscovered swamp to do that. Now, there is a server command you can run called genloc, which will, to an extent, correct for it. But it has the potential to mess a lot of things up. So I really would, in a perfect world, like to avoid doing that if I can. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. If it does, I will just change some settings in the server if we do have to do a server reroll. Specifically, I will probably make it so that way the resource drops are much, much higher to speed things up. We already have a bunch of things unlocked and discovered, so that's good. But so we don't have to like redo everything. It's more a matter of just getting the resources back. So theoretically, we could just bring, you know, what can you carry? Cool, you brought it with. You have stuff. You're good to go. That will help to an extent. But there's a non-zero chance that that is just going to be a thing. I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't guarantee that it won't be the case. In a perfect world, we won't have to worry about it, but, you know, it's not always a perfect world. The worst case, we can... Essentially, we run one of two risks. The two risks are we either run the command on the server and mess things up terribly, or it just flat out doesn't work on the hosted server. We try, and either it works or it doesn't. That's pretty much it. Either it works or it doesn't. Alternatively, we say, you know what? We don't even want to take the risk on that. Let that server stand as it is. And we can go onto a private game, unlock the things we need, buy a shitload of it, and bring it back to our game, but that feels really cheesy. And I don't love it, because it also means then you have to essentially import resources from an external game, which I'm not a big fan of at all. Or we wind up having to do something like this and essentially just say, yeah, you know what, we're kicking a new seed in, and that's just going to be what it is. Which I don't think any of us love the idea of. But look, early access games, there's a reason why we were trying so hard to avoid the outer sections of the map. Because look, we know Frozen North is in development. And that's going to go through the same process. It's the same process that happened with Mistlands, the same process that's happened with a lot of the game. There's just not a lot you can do about it. It is what it is. I'm going to try something goofy here. I'm going to try to go up and then out. Just so I can use these inverted corner pieces. I mean, we went nuts on a lot of different things. The funny thing is that I think, like, I spent some time in it the last couple of days. I've been running around just doing some fishing, cleaning up a bunch of, like, old troll caves and delves that we were so far beyond. We skipped them. You know, it's like, well, we were never going to do them. We were never going to do them. So they were just sort of sitting there being like, oh, these are just dead things that we never did. Sort of this, like, basically all the stuff in the Dark Forest that was around, like, if you remember the map for what we had, Silver Dock, Copper Camp, and Haldor area, where there was a ton of Dark Forest there that we never did anything with because we were beyond Dark Forest at that point. We were ignoring those delves. We were ignoring those troll caves. I was running around cleaning all those up the last few nights because I knew we were going to need a shitload of gold for the Bogwitch. I went, oh, well, I might as well run out here and just start grabbing all of the excess gold then. Why not? Let's get it done. Let's clean it up. Let's get it done. And, in looking at the map, I think there's some good discoverable areas that are inside the radius proper where we could, in theory, find more swamp that we haven't opened up. We're just looking at some areas that we've ignored, thankfully. So we may be okay. We're just going to have to roll the dice a little bit and go to some other areas in the map that we haven't opened up yet and see how it does. We just have to be patient about going to those areas until this is off public test and on to the main. So right now, I'm thinking it's going to be... I think we've got like a 60% chance of success that we will find the Bogwitch and a 40% chance that there's going to have to be some server tomfoolery that'll happen if we really have to do something else. I'm hoping that won't be the case. Very sincerely hoping that won't be the case. But, we're gonna see how it goes. Just because there's not a lot I can really... Look, it's gonna be what it is. I make the weird sort of inverted donut shaped roof here. I realize I'm doing peculiar things here, but don't worry, there's a reason for it. It lets me get more elevation on the roof and then come back down. Essentially, I'm doing this sort of inverted Roman villa build right now. Just have to make sure I keep putting the iron struts in, so that way I have support for what I want to actually achieve here. I already got that one, yes. Yes, that's the shape that I want. There it is. Outstanding. I just have to go and be a little quick on my builds. Nah, it's not the worst. 1, 2. Not fall off the edge when I'm doing it. Did I go 2 or did I go... No, it was only 2. That's right. Yeah. Immediately goes green. Perfecto. Oh, it'll be fine. I'm going to choose to be optimistic on the subject. Because not being optimistic isn't going to serve me any purpose at this stage. I love it when the maths. When the maths, it's pretty nice. get the last piece in here. Yeah, the math didn't math quite perfectly there. That's fine. I can live with it. That's the backside of things. I will figure something creative out to make it look nice. I knew at some point the math was going to go wrong, but we'll live with it. We have to do another reroll. It should be all good. At least we have a better handle on things in case the devs decide to throw another curveball. I think we'll be fine. Like, all things considered, I don't think it's going to get too crazy. I don't think it's going to be too bad. And this isn't even that much of a curveball. This is the cost of onions of being in an early access game. If you're in an early access game, things are going to change. Things will get weird. It's just the way early access works. Always has, always will. You know, now, if this kind of thing happens when Valheim hits 1.0, then I'm going to be like, hey, wait a minute now. Hold up. Wait a minute. That being said, I don't think we'll have too many of those once 1.0 hits. Oh, you see 3 work there. Maybe I'll go 3 out over here. Maybe I need to go 3 out on the back. You know what? I'll try it. Now that the sun's coming up, we'll give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. That actually looks pretty good. Well, it did look pretty good until it came down right down the middle of the window, but we'll have that, I guess. Some days, the struts are going to strut where they strut. So close. So close. Let me start on this corner just because it'll probably go a little bit easier on me. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. So now, when I start coming back down on this... figure out so much shenanigans because we will have so much structural support from all those iron. Oh, are you coming back to visit me? Hi. Hi. Coming over to say hello? Do I get to pet you? Do I get to love on you? I'm gonna love on you. Get loved on. Get loved on, nerd. Get loved on, nerd. Okay, now you can come back over here. Just don't step on my darn keyboard when you do it. Get out of my coffee. What is it with you and my coffee? No coffee for you. Get the roof figured out, and then I'll... Whoa. Whoa. That was a little closer than I wanted. That should work, sir. That should be a good position right there. There we go. Like, I know that one's gonna work. I know that is the right spot for it. Don't even try to tell me it's not. Hey, nice. So it's mostly just a matter of building things up and then just seeing, like, you know, what kind of windows do I want to put in here, you know? That'll work out. That'll work out. I know it'll be fun to be able to get everybody, like, back on the server, though. should be a good time. I feel like we're all just kind of like, you know, we all took a bit of a break because Space Marine 2 happened, and then I know I had to stop playing for a minute just because I had too much going on with my job. Which really was a direct fallout from all the hurricanes. I kid you not, since we do insurance, you know, hurricanes are a thing. They kind of messed up my time. I had to be being like, oh, I have to put in extra hours to help people who have to help people. Yikes. On the one hand, I like the fatter paychecks because, you know, overtime is a great time. There does come a point where you're just like, good lord, I need a break. Like, I kid you not, there was a moment where it was looking this weekend like, oh, I'm gonna have to build another machine over the weekend. I'm not gonna have a weekend again. And thankfully that schedule changed because I was like about to tell my boss, I'm like, I need to actually have a weekend. I don't want to build this. I don't care. Oh no! Thank goodness for that cloak. Also, strong recommendation, if you can, do take a minute to sign into the server because you can build your pointy hat now for Halloween. Like, this is for anybody if you have a Valheim game. There's seasonal items right now for Halloween. You gotta get them. Gotta get them. If you don't get them, you lose them. What strange yoga are you doing? Oh, you're doing that so you can lick your butthole in my face. Thanks, cat. Thanks for that. Just what I wanted to see. Cat ass trophy. She does love watching games. I feel like if I start playing Peglin, she will be like, oh, she'll get all into it. She loves it when I play Peglin. Probably because the little ball's bouncing all over the screen, you know? I mean, that's what it is. It's exactly what it is. I know what it is. So I can't move from this spot. This is, the edge of the world, as it were. Oh, wait, wrong piece. Right piece. Okay, there we go. Now I can flip this around. Throw my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. As the great Missy Elliott once said. So much sunshine. What I'm really interested in seeing is where computer prices are going to be in the next year or two. Because some of the new stuff coming out of NVIDIA and Intel looks nuts. Like, I don't know if anyone's been looking at some of the Blackwell stats for the new NVIDIA cards. They're insane. All I'm saying is I am very glad I bought that NVIDIA stock when it was under $100. Because, taking risks. It was so funny. Like the stock wonks were like, oh no, it's not gonna do that. The split was bad. But I'm like, no, stock splits are there to make stock affordable to normal human beings, not just institutional investors. So me looking at that and saying, so you took a $1,300 stock or an $1,100 stock or whatever it was, you split it 10 to 1, and then it dropped because for whatever reason, whenever there's a stock split, people lose their minds. The fear and loathing index just shoots through the roof. I'm like, oh, you're saying that's now a $70 stock. Yeah, I'm buying that. I didn't buy as much as I wanted to because, quite frankly, I'm not made of money. I wish I had more money. Ooh, that's a little unstable there. Hold up. I do this. Will that work? Oh. Oh. I gotta like rebuild your nest here. You need the nest. I have to nest you. I have to fluff the blanket for you. Does that make you happier? Yeah, that helped a lot for the stability on these. How are these looking? These ones don't look bad at all. These ones back here were looked a little rough. Weird. Just get these all out to the same thing. But yeah. The stats on some of the new NVIDIA stuff for those Blackwell series GPUs, they look insane. I'm sure the price will also be insane because, quite frankly, semiconductors are pretty fucked right now. The semiconductor market is not going to go away anytime soon. As you're playing Valheim and getting, like, you know, today on investments with 404, investing with gamers. I'm honestly surprised more gamers aren't doing stuff in the stock market or talking about the stock market, though, because like it literally fits directly into a very specific type of niche interest that we would all have. We love statistics. We love gaming things. We love seeing numbers move around. We love seeing advancement. So I'm always surprised that there aren't more gamers who are like interested in personal investing. And I freely acknowledge this, for full disclosure. I didn't get interested in it until I was like in my 40s. I wish I'd been interested in it sooner. I wish someone had made it more interesting for me, because now I'm seeing the benefits of it. I'm reaping some of those benefits too, in terms of like being able to see what my retirement is going to look like. But yeah, just one of those things I'm always surprised by. To my mind, it seems like such a no-brainer of like, of course gamers want to go and like do personal investing things. We already love gambling. Prove me wrong. Anyone who's ever opened a loot box, congratulations, you love gambling. The roof, it is almost done. This is such a weird looking build, but it's working. It's doing what it needs to do. I might actually go and just bring that in and out a little bit. I guess the question is when I go and seal this off, if it's going to be constituting enough of an enclosure for bed purposes. That's really the trick. That's really the trick. Get that in there. See, this one's going to kind of stink because I've got this thing here kind of in my way. Oh, I can't have that one there. Okay, so that one's in my way. So I'm going to have to kind of build the wall up here around this thing and then sort out my safety areas. Hi. Hi, you little bitey thing. You're a little bitey thing. You're just taking a nap, huh? It's always so funny to me that she likes hanging out here, wants to be up in my business, but then wants to watch video games. Or watch whatever I'm watching. The fact that if I'm watching a football game, she will hang out here the entire time and just be like, no, let's watch the Niners together. Oh, tomorrow's gonna suck. I already know we're not gonna have a good day against Kansas City, but I'm not looking forward to it. Like, yay, Super Bowl rematch. We didn't win the Super Bowl. Yeah, there we go. That's the closest I'm getting to. Yeah, there we go. Reinforce all of this. Reinforce the heck out of everything, really. I mean, pretty much how it's going. It's fine. No one will ever see it outside anyway. I'm gonna lie and tell myself that. I might as well finish this off while I'm on it. Oh, wait, I gotta reinforce that before things start breaking. Ting, ding, 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 bang.
Me. Who's a baby? You're a baby. You're a little bitey baby. You got your paws. You got your feet. Ah, no, you got me. What are you going to do now? Just holding on to your feet.
Okay, last chunk. How long have I been on? Wow, I'm already over 3 hours. Probably take a break in a little bit. I will probably take a break. Yeah, that fit. I want to finish the roof, though. I want to finish the roof and see what it looks like overall from the outside. Like, how ugly is this thing looking? Probably ugly as shit, but... that's okay. No. 3 more. And then we get the iron struts in. Let's grab those. Okay. That all looks stable as shit. Which means now have these things in positions where I can still reach them if I need to refuel them. That's the important part. It's not just having them in positions where they're useful. I can put them way up there, but how am I going to refuel it? I got to be able to reach the thing. Okay, good. We've got light. Let there be light! It's okay. Things aren't perfectly where they need to be. But we're never gonna see that. That doesn't exist. It's not real. All we care about is getting things so that way stuff exists between a few points as reasonably as it can. Okay. And yeah, we have comfort here. So once I get this walled in, I think that's going to be, at least for this part, that ought to get this pretty much good. There it is. I knew there was a snap that was going to get me where I wanted to be. That was the one I was looking for. Okay. That right up to the edge. Yes, that counts as enough of a wall. Outstanding. Outstanding. Then it's just a matter of subdividing things. Cool. add in a little bit of everything over here. Just gonna figure out what my, it's not so much the placement at this stage, it's just more a matter of having the right things in the right spots. So I'm just sort of throwing everything up everywhere on the basis of it's funny. Okay, so we got those in there. Throw the hot tub here. And you throw a really ornate bed over here. I don't know about you. I don't want my feet to get cold when I have to like step from my bed to my hot tub. That's just how that's gonna be. Got that there. Get my reading nook set up over here. So we have those. So now I've got light sources. I've got that. We're already at a comfort of 11 here, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. It could be better. We're gonna get it maxed out. I just have to remember what all of the different little things that I need are. Which means I'm just gonna open up the wiki. So let's see. Oh, I don't have a hearth. That's what I'm missing over here. I don't have a hearth. Because I didn't build a kitchen yet. Which could be pretty funny. I wonder if I could just get away with this. Hold up. I gotta try to get away with something here. I'm gonna try to get away with murder here. If I get away with this, it's gonna be funny as anything. Put you over here for the moment. Put you over here for the moment. Because I have a feeling. I can make all this work. It really depends on how much verticality it's going to allow for me. The hearth. Crafting. Oh, that needs an artisan table, right? There we go. There's an artisan table. And I want 2 of these. Good grief, I just got some lag and a half there. You have no wood. I have no wood. Why am I getting lag all of a sudden? Like the game just got really like, hey, I don't like you. I did something. Oh, I know why. Because I opened Chrome. I opened Chrome, and Chrome immediately screws memory on the machine. Because for whatever reason, Chrome is terrible now. I'll get rid of it in a second. I just want to go and have it open so I can go and make sure I have my comfort going here. Okay. Comfort should... I shouldn't lose any from this distance. 14. Like, in theory, this would be like my maximum thing. Okay, so that's not bad. We've got rugs. We've got fire. Round table, long, heavy table. Oh, that's actually better. Okay. Okay, there's 15. Bench, stool, black marble, we got that. Chairs, darkwood chairs. Raven throne. Okay, we've already got a throne in there. We've got a bed. We've got banners. We've got a hot tub. I don't have Lornville lanterns. Armor stand. You just need to have it built. You don't actually have to go and put anything on the armor stand. You just have to have an armor stand. So we'll put an armor stand over here. Okay, there's 16. And then after that, the only things left would be the maypole and the Yule tree, which I can't build right now because those are seasonal. So theoretically, this is basically my maximum seasonality for the moment. Put a couple of these guys in because they amuse me. So that's 15. Where's my 16? I had some, oh, it's over here. So this is 16 here. Okay. So you know what? We'll do that. We'll move the throne over here. Give me my throne. So I can have some place to chill out. I want a throne, damn it! Yeah, there we go. So 16 comfort for throwing it together real fast. Not terrible. How does this look on the outside? Goofy as anything. Not really aesthetically pleasing. It looks like a big old mushroom house at the moment. I don't have any walls on anything. Oh, that's so hideous. I love it. It's perfectly hideous. The things you can get away with when you know how to build a house and abuse Valheim mechanics. So, yeah, I could really set up a whole kitchen right over here without even trying. Like, just to go and sort of finish the nonsense out here. If I put this thing on here, which I think is what I'm going to have to do when, I want to see if I can get away with this when the other thing shows up. But, because the hearth, you can fit a lot onto a hearth. It's impressive how much nonsense you can fit onto a hearth. Yeah, if I turn this all into a kitchen over here, and then had, like, storage over here, and put other stuff up there, there you go. For a mess around and have some fun build. That's not the worst start. That's not the worst start. Theoretically, it's not even going to be that long until I can get the Yule tree anyway, which we're also going to have to make sure we put in for the other spot. I'll have to put all the Yule items in once they come through, because there's a lot of Yule decorations. I'm surprised at how few Halloween decorations there are, if I'm being honest, but I didn't build any of the crafting stuff down there yet. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, I think I am going to call it a day here, because I want to go get lunch. So, let me wrap this up. Thank you, everybody who came along, was hanging out and chatting with me today. It's always lovely having the company. And hopefully we'll be back on the main server soon, once Bogwitch goes live. We'll see what we get. Catch you later, everybody. Have a good one.